An interview series, they want to know if you are a problem solver. Because from the IT sector where I am working from, I have an IT sector experience, I have advertising experience, I have marketing experience. All these three places where I have seen is that we have to work under pressure. But work under pressure because of the deliverables, because certain projects, timelines, expectations, skill set, and all of that you have to be learning all the time. The work might be full of a lot of challenges most of the time. So the question arises, are you a problem solver? That is what an interviewer want to know. Fundamentals in a resume. What they look is market relevant skills, not what you study, what they study, what the students study in the college. When I was studying, my mostly focus was to pass the exam, score highest, be the university top ranker. But when it comes to your resume, they want to know, do you have the skill set that they are looking for? Then communication and analytic skills. Communication is often misunderstood by the language English, the ability to speak that. But the communication is all about how you are able to talk to various people coming from various phases of life. As a professional, when you enter a company, it is no more a teacher or a student relation. Here you are talking to people of various ages, different genders, coming from various cultures, and you have to work with them. You have to be a team player. You have to convince, you have to set expectations. You have to analyze a situation. That is what they want to know. Then relevant academic foundation, which will be there. And one thing that is not given most importance, which I have felt, is MS Office. MS Office is the basic skill that every student should have when they are coming out of college. Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So because most of the time, because entire work is designed around a laptop or a system. These are the three things that you have to write a letter, even if you have to make a resume, for analytic skills, to present like I am doing. These are the three skills at least the students should have. They should have been really good. And this is something that I have seen various students coming from various other universities. I don't want to name the mostly the mainstream universities, since I am from Delhi. So I would give the example of Delhi University. This is a skill that I have seen from the top end colleges of Delhi University. Then interview series, when you are talking to a person, the few of the interviews that I have seen, most of the people have prepared, and which is a good thing. But I am asked to assess, will they be able to deliver? Will they be able to solve a problem? And how do I find that out? I would go through the resume. A recruiter would go through the resume. Recruiter wants to know what they have written in the resume. What they're claiming in the resume, is it true? And how do we know that? Whether they can be, I could be a certified, I would say a Java practitioner, or a Python certification I might have. I might have the certification of completion. But I have seen interviews where students or the aspirants are given real life problems, and they are asked to share their screens and do the problem there itself in front of the recruiter. So there, whether I have the certification, it's all about how I justify my knowledge, which I'm claiming in the resume. So here, when we say the quotient of certification is taken sideways, it's all about how you're able to display your knowledge. A team player, a quick learner, professionalism. These three things come very almost in the alignment. Reason is that you are working with the team, and many times you have to, even I am working from home from the past 2-3 years during the pandemic, and collaboration among the team is very difficult. Having a good rapport with everyone. Will they be able to adjust with people? Because here you are having people from various places. The comfort zone is gone. So these are the things that they want to look. And professionalism is not something that happens once you join the company. So what the student need to have is basically integrity and responsibility. That's what professionalism is, what I have understood. And we do a lot of learning. Earlier it was AI, now it is generative AI. And over a period of time, new things will come, and expect the professionals and the employees are expected to upgrade themselves. So this is the answer the students would look for once they complete the college. Now coming to the topic, corporate social responsibility programs. How can institute benefits? How can institutes, schools, colleges benefit from them? Here we are focusing more on universities, colleges, and institutes. Academic knowledge and market relevant skill. That was my first thing that I shared in my previous slides. So here, when I'm talking about the employee volunteering program, and if you are a part of a corporate CSR program, skilling program, this is the best way where we are interacting with the professional as a student to look beyond the academic knowledge. Academic knowledge is to pass the exam, and that can also have some additional things for that are relevant to market. But what is happening in the market? A student would definitely need to know over a period of time. They would need to know once they cross the college gate. So that is where you get to learn from the CSR programs of skilling. Work-life balance and developing professional. This is not something that only a professional after 2-3 years should learn, but this is something that is the core of your life. Work is a part of your life, and also you have a life. How you are able to balance. Sometimes you have to put your personal life ahead when something critical comes at work. Sometimes you have to maintain relations at work, because when I am from mostly marketing background, so I know how it is important to have stakeholder management and stakeholder relationship. And then over a other period of time, you should also be able to maintain your personal life. Personal life is family, friends. So this is something you learn from a professional, how they are able to do it. And this is the only thing that is going to prevent a student come employee from stress. Because stress is the reason that we make most of the mistake. And the reason for stress is not understanding a work-life balance and not understanding what is professionalism. So this is what I have learned over a period of time, where I can have my family well as my work well. And I am happy I am able to set expectation with the people at work and also able to deliver. Unlearn, upgrade, and change in perspective. When someone from the industry is delivering delivering a program, it is little different from the teachers what the students made. The academia is different, and the people from the industry are different. They come with a different perspective. The way they do things, that they see things will be different. So students get to have a broader perspective. So when they come or enter a professional life, they are not taken aback with what exactly is. Many times when I joined my first job and I was into marketing, and what I have learned is all about how various companies have marketed their brands, how they are able to capture new markets, how market research is done. But when I went to my first job, I realized that marketing is mostly about numbers, which I never thought. How we are able to talk in numbers, what are how and many times when I graduated over then did advertising, I realized that advertising is not very easy as we see. I thought it is very simple to create an ad and all that. There is a lot of research involved. There is a lot of data to be analyzed before making an ad. So that was my example that I would like to give here. And if I had worked with a professional or taught by a professional, might be I would be prepared for what is coming in the future. So what I learned, I had to unlearn to upgrade myself. Then theoretical knowledge and ground realities of professional. I would quote it as an example, like we were taught when I was studying, and we were taught in one of the principles of marketing, that was my subject, and they were taught that uh, you are supposed to reach on time, you are supposed to write emails, say good morning. And so all these things which I was taught is totally different, because when you enter a place, when there are hundreds of people sitting in a ground, in a floor, you don't know who to reach out to. You might be having your knowledge, but how do you demonstrate that knowledge? It's totally about ground realities of what is happening in a company and in a company environment. When you enter a company, you are an individual, plus you have to be able to build relationships. So how do we start that? So the theoretical knowledge you will be able to apply only when you know what is going around you, what is the ground reality. There are various principles that we study, but how that is applied in a company. So that is something only a professional can teach you, because he or she is dealing with that every single day. Now, I would like to talk about what Cognizant does in skilling programs. Before we go ahead, I want to tell you that the skilling programs that we have done, we have trained various students, more than thousands of students, and there are two stories I want to share, and one is related to DTE, Department of Technical Education. We have one student, ex-student, who was our student and who underwent this program, and now he is an employee in Cognizant. He met the board of directors last year in Cognizant, and it was somewhere in the month of March, where his mentor, the employee volunteer who taught him, sitting next to each other, sharing their stories. A totally different child. I would say that that is a transformation that can give birth to from a student to a professional. Not only that, in Hyderabad office, there are around 200 girls who were part of this impact hiring program that we had, and then skilling program that we had. They are currently working in one of our project teams, and that project teams has attrition way lower than the average of Cognizant. And those students are also doing more volunteering program to help more students. And these girls are not coming from any they're none other than coming from an underprivileged background. Most of them are coming from tribal communities, so these were trained by our employees itself. So I'll quickly cover what is the curriculum that we do. There is an introduction session about do's and don'ts, how we collect information. And many times we have to verify the candidates. Do they have a proper PAN card? Do they have a proper Aadhaar card? Because these are the things that they might need in the future. And this could not having a proper name, for example, different names in different document can cause a rejection, even if an offer letter is provided to you. So these are the expectations that are set to the students. And I am not talking about any placement that we offer to any of the students. We never offered any placement to the students. How did we do? We've just helped them to do a lot of job search in the right way, able to crack competitive exams, enhance their communication skills, tell them what is the industry all about, why IT industry is working in the night shift, evening shift, why do we have to face clients, what is the relevance of different time zone. All these skills are all these expectations are set beyond resume, interview, and soft skills. Moreover, AMCAT is one exam that we prepare our beneficiaries. We call the students beneficiaries. We prepare them for AMCAT because that is one exam which is, these days very popular, and the score is taken by various other corporates. You can give the exam, you can score, and then you can apply the job that is there, that is taking AMCAT score. And like that, we had many students who are ex-students and now are employees. 21 students from one of the NGOs based in Hooghly, they joined Cognizant because Cognizant was able to help them enhance their employability skills. And many students were also guided in other locations also to crack competitive exams. And all this is without any placement commitment or anything. Here we help students who are coming from the background or a situation where they are unable to get college placement. We are able to help them get jobs. And I am one of them. I never got any placement. I did my BSc graduation. Somehow I was able to secure a BPO job because that was a time when BPO industry was coming in. I completed my 1 year, got enough money, and did my MBA. And after that, I went to the industry that I wanted to. And over a period of time, I never got any, I had to build my way up because I was working with startups. And eventually I got opportunity over a period of time. And now I'm in Cognizant. This is the first multinational company I would say I am working with. It took me a lot of time. So here we are developing the zeal. And the zeal I'm talking about, going to talk about this in a conclusion. How people should do it, how a student coming from a college should do it. They should be able to have a research based mindset. How do I find a job? Who are the right people I should network with? Ability to network, finding the right people on LinkedIn, and having conversation that are relevant. Then curiosity to ask questions and answers, not depending upon someone is going to come and help me out. I have to find my way. I have to find my answers, so that I ask questions. I network with the right people. I do a lot of research. All these will lead to realize what a student is, what is a individual, what is their individual identity, how do they brand themselves, how they, and when you are talking about individuality, you develop a mindset of working with a team. For example, in school, there are colleges, there are assignments that are given, and individuals are marked on the assignment. But there are group assignments as well. So here, you take the responsibility of the group. If there is one weak person, everybody needs to help that person. We cannot work as individuals. So that's how corporate works as a team. So this is what a recruiter will definitely look. And that is one something that a professional can teach a student. Teach the students to find their own path towards their career. That is what a professional or the CSR team or the CSR team providing skilling programs can teach a student to find their path. Career is just a beginning. There is a lot to the life. But yes, to start the with that kind of life, a student needs to start finding their own path, beginning with a career. So that is something, if given an opportunity, a student, any student or any college should definitely benefit or say yes to a corporate social responsibility program offered by a corporate, specifically in the skilling area. By saying this, I would like to wind up and thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'm here. Please let me know. I'm happy to help and answer that.
Anybody can, participants can ask question.
If you have any questions, you can write down in the chat window as well. I'll be able to answer it.
Any questions? I don't think so. They have any questions?
Nobody has raised answer.
Okay. Okay, madam. They don't have any question. If they have, I mean, they will put in the chat box. Uh,
Sure.
okay. Okay, madam.
Sure,
Thank
sir.
you, madam. Thank you for
Thank you.
coming over and joining to speak on this CSR initiatives in capacity building of faculty and students. Uh, on
Sure.
the
Thank you so much.
on behalf of the Department of Technical Education, I thank you, madam, for putting insight into the various soft skills required by the students and why CSR initiatives in skilling is very important to shape the career. So that aspect you highlighted and even told that thousands of students have achieved, uh, I mean, have been empowered and uh, in fact, it has helped them to get placements rather than getting placements provided directly. So that empowerment is really an achievement of this CSR skilling program. Thank you, madam. Thank you. And we love to be associated with you uh, and continue this association. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Now our speaker is lecturer in mechanical engineering, Government CPC Polytechnic, Mysore. So he will be speaking on the topic NBA accreditation evaluation. So we had already had different talks on NBA accreditation, and this is in continuation with that. And as you all are aware, that three of our polytechnics have already got accredited for 3 years, and one of them is CPC Polytechnic, Mysore. And the Lieutenant Mahendra TK is the NBA coordinator for the mechanical engineering department. And giving a brief profile about Mahendra TK, is a first rank holder and gold medalist in mechanical engineering from University BDT College of Engineering, and is a topper in Master of Technology in Mechanical Engineering from IIT Roorkee. Presently in his PhD, and he has also to his credit worked in industry, and he has led Thailand project in General Motors Private Limited for with efficient and cost effective within time duration, and Back Award in Applied Materials Private Limited project. Is able to take up challenges and has the ability to rebuild the system with dedication towards work with ethics. 3 years of experience in automotive industry with comprehensive technical and business skill set in the areas design, development, and validation and manufacturing. He has over 11 years of teaching experience in the field of mechanical engineering in government institutions, and has got a wide exposure to high-end CAD tools, softwares, exposure to international standards like GD and the ISO 9001, 2000, ASME, ANSI in the field of mechanical engineering. And he has got thorough knowledge on system and subsystems of process flow, ECO, SPS, SCO, core, Oracle, and engineering, ESW, and manufacturing studies. This very strong biodata. So welcome you, Lieutenant Mahindra. Over to you. He'll be speaking on NBA accreditation evaluation process. So when the visiting team visited, so how the evaluation process was done in the last few years of that state. Over to you.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, sir, sure.
Actually, you were
Clearly
not much audible, sir. That's why I'm
audible.
asking.
Okay, okay. Now am I audible?
Yeah, sir.
Hello.
Little bit.
Okay, okay.
I can see my
Yes.
screen, I think.
Put it to full screen. Ah, yes. Now it is.
You can see now, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can see.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
everybody
sir.
can see. Yes.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I am Mahendra TK, working as lecturer in mechanical engineering from Government CPC Polytechnic, Mysore. This is the outline of my presentation. Here, just I want to introduce about the NBA. NBA is something like one of the body which assures the quality of any institution. Actually, we are selling the education to customers like parents. In turn, that will benefit the employers and other research institutes or any other higher education institutes. I'm speaking about in the context of polytechnics. What they expect, actually, our stakeholders or our customers, what they expect the quality from we people. That quality will be assured using some board which is in the standard of like global level. This creates the global mobility of our students once they pass out from our college, actually, or any institute. uh, that body is actually NBA assures the quality in the like global standards. That is around many countries have made one accord. That is a Washington Accord. As per that, we do that. This is just I'm saying it. If you see, during the evaluation process, what exactly the check is, there are some criterias are there. There are 7 program level criteria and other 2 are institute level criteria. If you see this, they initially they check for the enrollment. This is one of the essential qualifier we say. If the enrollment is good, means that academic institute is good, means the number of students getting admitted to the institute is good, means obviously our institute will be good first, because uh, means first initially they will check the enrollment. After that, once the students gets enrolled into the any of the institutes, their academic performance matters. After that, once they pass out from the college, they will get placed in any of the industries, or they will go for higher education. They will check like what percentage of students you are getting in, and what about their academic performance and their placement at higher education. These are the like important factors they see. Along with this, student performance not only depends on this teaching learning process. Along with this, it depends on many other activities like co-curricular, extracurricular activities. With this, we should be having some like student support system to encourage the students to learn, to perform better. Like there will be students may like face many problems during their studies. So like anti-ragging committee, counseling services, healthcare services, all these things NBA looks for. Student performance, academic performance, so they will look in terms of some outcomes. There are some graduate attributes, are there 12 graduate attributes. Using those 12 graduate attributes, we have some program outcomes which are derived from those graduate attributes, that is program outcomes. To attain these program outcomes, or to ensure the learning of students, students, like how they are doing, we will be having course outcomes also in each and every course. For this, actually, these are the things they check. In this manner they will check, like all these things whatever I have like just briefed in this slide, those are in this criteria actually. Means we will be having some vision and mission and program educational objectives. To achieve that, we should be having good teaching learning process. Once we have a teaching learning process, the students will perform. That performance will be in terms of outcomes. We will measure the outcomes. To achieve all these things, we should be having some faculty and facilities. These are in other criteria. And this performance will be evaluated in the criteria 7. We will see, and we will go for the improvement. We will set higher level. If that is not achieved, then we will write some action items and we have work on this. All these things they will evaluate. And student support system is also, that is something like a base of the whole system. And governance and financial support, these are all criteria which are in the same, like in this slide whatever I have explained, in the same way it is designed. During the evaluation process, they will not means find, or their intention is not to find any faults with the institution, but to assess the status of the performance. Just they will assess, and they will not denigrate the working style of the institution. Just they will come, they will give the feedback on our strengths and weaknesses, and they will not demarcate the boundaries. Means they will not set some levels or this one of quality. Just what they will do, they will give some like inputs on continuous improvement, and um, they will not select only the institutions of national excellences, but to provide benchmarks of excellences and identification of good practices. They will identify these things, they will look for. You all might be knowing like NBA will give the accreditation to the programs, not to the educational institute. What program evaluators look for? Am I audible, sir?
Yes, very clearly.
Yes, sir.
Audible.
Yes, sir. Program evaluators are sent to evaluate the programs, and they will certify using some criteria. Mainly, they look for the evidences that the required criteria are met. And also they identify the strengths, concerns, and weakness and deficiencies. They will tell it in the exit meeting. I will explain in the upcoming slides how the visit will be, how they will conduct, and important factors they look for. No, like what we have experienced in our visit. Means once they have visited, what are the like observations we made. I will share all those things in this. The visit will be scheduled for 3 days. In the day one, in the day one, you can see here they will go with a presentation of principal's presentation, there will be a chairman and any department or program expert will come. Means if you are going for the 3 programs, means 3 experts will come along with the chairman. Initially, there will be principal presentation. There they will get to know the entire institute, like how they are performing. We need to present everything. That should not be more than 45 minutes. And after that, chairman will means with the chairman there will be other program evaluators also. After that, chairman will go and visit all the central facilities. I'm saying about these timings. You can see from 10 to, just assume like 10:20 to 12:30. During this time, chairman will visit all central facilities, first year labs, and they meet first year faculty specifically, because they will understand the quality of our students who are entering to our institute and how they are performing, how we are concentrating on our students. They will check. That's why the chairman will interact for more than 2 hours with all the first year course teaching faculties and first year students and first year labs. Parallelly, during that time, our expert will be in our particular program, which is applied for the uh, NBA accreditation process. There will be a presentation by HOD. HOD will give the outline of our whole department. There they will understand, and also parallelly they will be having SAR. In that SAR, they will be knowing everything. In self-assessment report, whatever we have uploaded, in that self-assessment report only, they will be knowing everything. But still, we need to present. In that presentation, specifically, we should like present what are our strengths and all we need to present. But in that, they will give one template only, number of slides and hours. Based on that, we need to do that. And after this, they interact with the program faculty, and there actually they will not like they will not be having any of the only the program faculty. They will leave HOD out of the meeting room, and they will ask what are the, like, how do you feel about your program and how your HOD is doing, and everything directly they will ask. I will come to that later, like what will happen. And after that, in the afternoon session, chairman will discuss with the different committees and their working. Means chairman is taking care of the criteria 8 and 9. There, that budget and everything will come along with that. That student support system. There will be many committees. Chairman will be interacting with all the office bearers, like our any committee chairman or members who are taking care of it. They will discuss everything. And experts will be looking at the labs. They will meticulously check all the labs and the adequacy of the lab, and how the experiment we are conducting and everything they will check. In the second day, in the morning, once they come, they will directly enter to any of the classrooms, and they will check how our lecturers are involved in coordinating the course and how they teach, what are the ICT tools they use, and everything they will check. Chairman will be parallelly visiting the office, and they look for the budget. And the experts in the part 2, after 9:30 to 10 only, just half an hour, they will see like how the lecture courses are conducted. In 10 to 1, they study all the evidences of attainment of POs. Means before visit, they will give around 28 files. All these 28 files we need to keep ready in the order. They will check each and everything. Means we will not be having any chances to lie during that time. If I say, see, like here, just I will give an example, like our chairman, he has talked with our NSS officer. NSS officer had a big file. There were actually 2 files. One was the new and another was the old file. He said, like, I don't want to see the old file, new file. You give me that old one. Then he has taken that. Well, in that he has written like he has planted around 40 trees in the campus. Then he has seen all the photos. That photos, he has seen the location also. Then he said, all of a sudden, okay, we'll go and see. Then he took the NSS officer to the location in the photo. Then he said, "Okay, show me the 40 trees you have planted. You planted around 5, 6 years ago. You have written. That's why I have seen your old file." Usme, like he said, he was a Sardar ji. He said like, "क्या 10-15 दिख रहा है, आप बोल रहे हैं 40, ये क्या है?" He was asking something like that. Means they will check each and every evidences during that time. Means all 28 files we should keep ready, and all the 28 files with evidences, everything we should keep. They will check each and everything. And during the afternoon session of our program expert, he check for the projects. In the projects and afternoon session, chairman will interact with the alumni, parent, and employers. This is the important part. We should call many alumni and parents and employers. And after that, they interact with the faculty of our own institute and any students of our institute. And by the end of that day, they will start preparing the report. After this, in the day 3, they will be having exit meeting. In that exit meeting, they will directly disclose our strengths, weaknesses, and all. And they will give the option for us to like withdraw for this accreditation, or if you want to go forward with them with that, they will give the option. That is one thing will happen in the exit meeting. That is one way communication. Means they will not means allow us to speak, just they will speak, we should listen, and we should reply them like we are going along with that. Means we are okay to move our application on accreditation or to withdraw. That only we can do that. Here the important thing what they will do when they were interacting with the faculties, they may ask any kind of questions during that time. Like they may call any faculties, like they can ask. So example, they will ask we people to come with any of the one course file, whichever you want. In that course file, they will see the course outcomes what we have written. See here, we have just I am giving one example. See here, the action verbs are understand like this. If we have written course outcomes like this, then it will be something like we can call these course outcomes as redundant course outcomes, because our all program outcomes. Let's take an example of this one. Program outcomes in the Bloom's taxonomy, in that cognitive level. Now it is in the apply level. Actually, this is in the level of apply. All POs are in the apply level, but you are writing the course outcome in this understanding level. These are the levels. Remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and creating. If we are writing the COs like this, these COs will be called as a redundant COs. They will check for the COs. Then with this COs, they will check with the question paper, and then the POs. See here, this is one of the this is not a good example we have written. I have taken this one directly from the NBA website. There they have posted this one. Every year they will conduct some training for program evaluators. Professor Rangnath from BMS College of Engineering, he trains the program evaluators. NBA expect him, he trains. He has actually put in all these slides. This one. See, another course outcomes have written like this. See, this apply laws of physics to compute different types of responses in the given material. Something like this he has written. This is the action verb is apply. Can you all please see this? Like the important factor what they check is how is our course outcome and what kind of question, and means in the which cognitive level we are asking the question, and is this measuring the particular program outcome we are looking for. See here, the course outcome they have written is able to understand mixed proportioning techniques for field applications. They have asked a question in the assessment, like briefly explain the various methods of mixed proportioning techniques. Here, our course outcome is written in the level of understand, but this is not having the means like this will not measure the program outcome, because this is in the another level. We are asking the question in the same level. Like Explain means understand level question. Then we are teaching the student in the understanding level, and we are setting some assessment question paper in the same level, and we are expecting to measure this program outcome, means it is irrelevant. We should write the course outcome itself in the cognitive level of apply, and we should assess them in the level of apply. Then only we can say that our students have learned in the level of apply. Then only we can take all those assessments in the measurement of particular program outcome. I think you're all getting what I'm saying. This is another one kind of question you can see. This is another PO. Here, design solutions for complex engineering. This is complex engineering problems, means this is the engineering program outcome. It's okay. Complex is having different meaning. In diploma, it is simple engineering problems everywhere they have written. Design is one of the like Akshmor Beer. He has written the CO, able to design concrete mix for field applications. And he has set a question like this. Means here he is asking to design a mix for at least for least cost, he is saying. Then this CO is good, and whatever the assessment they have, means assessment question they have set is good, and this assessment question is having the exact correlation with this program outcome. Means this is having the intention to measure, means whatever our intent to measure the program outcome, three, how our students have learned, we should set in the same level of the question. You can see while mapping, see, understand mixed proportioning techniques for field applications we have written, but we have mapped this PO1 with 3. See, this is in the understand level, but PO1 is in the apply level. You can see the PO1 is in the apply cognitive level. But here we have taken 3 as a mapping strength, but we are using the action verb understand. And we are setting some questions like this. Then we cannot map this particular course outcome with this PO1 with a high strength. It should be mapped low or medium strength. That is the point actually I'm saying. What they will see, they will call any of the like course coordinator. They will ask for the course outcomes, and along with that, they will check their question paper, and they will directly ask like, okay, you are mapping like 3, but your course outcome is in the cognitive level of understand, but all program outcomes are in the level of apply and above. But means whatever the mapping you have done is wrong. So obviously, the whole assessment process you have mapped irrelevant, something like that they will conclude. So whenever all course coordinators are setting the question papers and looking for the course outcomes, they should rewrite all the course outcomes if they are not okay with the course outcomes. That is the that is my point actually here. They mainly look for all these things. They like, I will come to my conclusion, like they will check for even internal reviews also, and they will assure our quality using some process, and they will check for our qualification, enthusiasm, and workload of faculty, facilities, and industry participation and all. And one more thing, they don't engage in bean counting. Matlab, they will not like check each and everything. They will look in the bigger picture, and they do not examine all thoroughly. Sufficient samples are good enough for them to conclude like what they have done. So whenever we are showing any of our course file or our question paper or our sample course outcomes, it should be like good. So what I said earlier in the few slides, means cognitive level plays a very important role, and also like whatever we like present in front of them, that should be good with all evident documents. That's it from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask on this. Sir, are you there, sir?
Have very yes, yes, sir. Uh, If anybody has any questions, they can ask. Mr. Mahendra will answer one or two questions. Anybody?
You can ask any questions if you have. If you like go and see the NBA website, there they have like many educating PPTs. There they have clearly written what program evaluators or chairman expects from the institute and a particular program when during the visit. There they have clearly written all these things. You can go and see.
So I think they don't have any questions. Yes. Thank you, Lieutenant Mahindra, for giving a wonderful talk on NBA accreditation evaluation
Yes, sir.
process. So you have covered all the aspects of the visiting team for the 3 days, what they actually expect, and the complete evaluation process. And you also highlighted how COs have to be written, and whatever is uh, specified, that has to be true, and just building a file to complete it will not serve the purpose. So uh, yes, thank you, Lieutenant Mahindra.
Yes. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful topic. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll move on to the next speaker, Mr. Rakesh S., lecturer in Electronics and Communication Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Hiriur. He will be speaking today on smart farming based on artificial intelligence. To give a brief biodata of Mr. Rakesh S., he joined the department in 2011, and for 3 years he worked at Government Polytechnic, Humphrey, and from 2013 onwards he has been working at Government Polytechnic, Hiriur. So he has done his schooling from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Tumkur, and has done BE from CIT Gubi in Electronics and Communication Engineering, MTech from SIT Tumkur, where he obtained first rank with gold medal in VLSI design and embedded systems. His areas of interest are personality development, and he is a very good orator, and um, he has a lot of interest in VLSI. Welcome to this talk, Mr. Rakesh. Yes. Over to you, sir.
Sir, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, joined.
Are you seeing my screen? Sir, are you
Rakesh,
seeing
are
my?
you hearing me?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But slideshow, we are not able to see. Sir. Make it slideshow, sir.
1 minute.
Yes, yes, you are audible. Yeah. Yeah. Put to full
Yeah, are you
screen.
seeing, sir? Are you seeing my screen?
We are able to see
Yeah,
your
we can
screen,
see.
sir, but slideshow,
Yeah, one
so
second.
that we'll
It's
be able
hanging.
to.
Yeah, it's hanging. Just 1 sec, sir. I'll put.
Okay, okay. ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ sir.
Yes, sir.
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಶೋ?
1 minute, sir. Yeah, there is some issues. So let me start some issues.
Okay.
Sir, any concerns? Can I start here?
ಕ್ಲೋಸ್
Yes, sir.
ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ
One minute.
ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ
One
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್
minute.
ಬರ್ಬೋದು.
So are you getting, sir?
Okay. Yes, yes, you can
Yes,
continue.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Myself, Rakesh, working as electronics lecturer in Government Polytechnic area. Today, I'm going to deliver my seminar on smart farming techniques which are implemented in agriculture. So today I will be in surface level because due to the constraint of time, I will be in surface level. I'm not much deep into the technology. Anyway, the table of contents for the rest of the session is like this: introduction, implementations, gap to be filled, block diagram, results, conclusions, and references. In the introduction part, sir, are you seeing there? Sir,
Yes, can see.
yes, some issues are there.
You can
Are you seeing
see.
there, sir? Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. In India, about 60%
Yes,
of the people in our
yes.
nations are employed in agriculture. Sir. Hello,
Hello.
sir. Shall I continue,
Yes,
sir?
yes, we can see. Continue,
Okay.
please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. About 60% of the people in our nations are employed in agriculture. But have you seen any farmer with tuck-in shed? No. Why? Because only the middlemen who are getting the profit from the farmers are getting in tuck sheds. Why? Because we are not into the technology-based farming solutions, as in case of Israel. Do you know, if I am going to judge my land on the basis of the population, in India, we are going to get only 0.6 acre of land per head. But whereas in Israel, if you take, they are going for vertical farming rather than horizontal farming. What do you mean by vertical farming? Due to the shortage of land, they are going for vertical, as well as they doesn't have single rivers. Then also they are able to export the quantity of grains into many countries. If you take Australia as an example, I'm comparing with Indians actually. The Australian example, they can get 200 acre of land per head. How they manage? Because they are basically into the technology-based farming. And as per the statistics, what we are having, in order to cattle the feeds of a human being in 2050, we need to increase our yield by 70% extra, so that the human being will not be starved, or the human being will not die because of hungry. We need to reach the technology to farmers, because many are related or phobic, because we have seen many farmers in villages. And even in my case study also, we in Tumkur, we are having 2 starter companies for 3-phase industries, for 3-phase motors. I went over them and asked how many people are there into touch with the technology. He told actually not even 1% of the people are utilizing the technology. Whatever you are doing, journals, publications, they are only meant for publications or to get some citations or criterions. It is not at all implemented in the root level. Why? Why? Because our farmers are the people who are in rural sites. They are very much adamant to the previous or ancestral technologies. They are very phobic to implement the new technologies what we are delivering in terms of publications or whatever. So, and also we need to have some optimizing irrigation schedulings by using some machine learning algorithms. There are numerous types of algorithms actually. I'll not be into that one. Mainly we have XGBoost algorithm or random forest algorithm or whichever the thing. Still you can fine tune them because the invention has been already completed in the previous era century itself. Just we are fine tuning all those things. And we are focusing on the focal point of organic, but still only the Sikkim is the state which has completely announced as the organic state. Not even 1% of the population who are in the farming will not went for the organic. And we need to reduce the pesticides. So in order to go with all these things as introduction part, I'll tell the farmer must need to have some strategic implementations regarding the smart sensors, or with the help of available technology, he can reduce the manpower. Because today, if you see, many people are demoting with respect to the agriculture. Why? Because due to the lack of labor. If you see in rural sites, the labors are costing more actually, rather than the what we call the manure cost. So in the same fashion, if you go with the technology, you can reduce labor cost and you can get the yield with more probabilistic manner. Look here, I told already implementations are done worldwide. In order to cite some implementations I have taken by using smart agriculture, what they have done in Malaysia. In Malaysia, what happened in 1975, many of the farmers have reversed the agriculture because due to the drought or due to the unavailability of water. By using some smart techniques, and they use some IoT Internet of Things based technology by using a DST or what we call humidity, temperature, or harshness weather conditions. They saved the water by 24% compared to previous methods by using the technology, and now they are giving 27% extra GDP for a Malaysian government in terms of the agriculture products. This is one of the implementation. I've taken few implementations. The next implementations in terms of smart agriculture is IoT-based smart soil monitoring system for agriculture production. Why I'm saying this? What smart soil monitoring means? If you see in the year 2023, in case of Tumkur, if I say, around 16,000 acre expansion has been taken in terms of aracanite, which is very bad for the cultivation even, because aracanite has its own limitations. A farmer must know which crop to grow in which soil. That must be taken care by giving a soil monitoring system. That means by the expertise teams, we need to give suggestions to the farmers. In the same fashion, by using some smart systems, there was a development of smart drip irrigation system in NITK campus. To implement smart drip system, they used various sensors, RTC modules, or Raspberry Pi camera to live stream the web page so that it maximizes the yield per unit space with respect to lower and indirectly proportional to the amount of labor required. Yeah, even though we are in an era of high technology level, but still there are many more gaps to be filled. As an engineer, if I code, there is a management of energy efficiency and power management. Why? Because as on today itself, also there is an power transmission from the transmission lines. We know if 100% of power is generated in where the source, for example, joke falls or some thermal power plants for a citation, if I take, it reaches only 65% due to I square R losses. So anyway, we need to have some still energy efficient and power management mechanisms to be done. Second one, integration with existing farming techniques. It's a very difficult task to find. Actually, what happens, the farmer will not be in an interest to adopt new technologies. And if I go with third one, analytical decision support. If I take an example, still we are in old age methods. If I want to point some borewell in my land, I'll be going with coconut people. And again, some orthodox people. We are never going to geologists or by using Megger methods. There are beautiful methods to check the water dryness or wetness of the soils by using high resistance Meggers. But we are not aware to that one. But how can this be possible? I'll tell this one. And cost effectiveness and adoption. Here, what happens? There are many inventions taking place every minute, every second. But the thing is, if you are inventing such that it costs 1 million, nobody cares even. So that all the inventions must be friendly and it should reach the nook and corner of the last person of the Indian citizen. And the last one I given here is user experience and training. Here, the user experience and training is very important. What we can do in our polytechnics or some engineering colleges. What we can do is So if a man is hungry, if I give on philosophy, he doesn't listen. I need to give him food actually. So in this manner, if a farmer wants, if I keep on telling the theory, this is the publication I did, this is the thing I did, this is the documentation I did, the farmer will go away. He will not look into me again. I need to have some crop in a live manner. I need to develop that in my own particular lab or the campus what we have, and I should what motivate, or I should support the farmer such that the technology is very friendly. If you go with this one, you can increase the yield with minimizing your efforts. So this user experience and training can be done with the people like us or our students. If you motivate the students, because all the students are already across some 16 years of age who is having well-versed knowledge with the agriculture, because many of the people what we are getting into the college are from the rural backgrounds rather than urban. Even though in urban also there is an urban farming growing, there is a craze. The farming itself is becoming craze. But in rural, what happens if you motivate our students to implement technologies, at least he can motivate at least 1% of his surroundings. That's more than enough to serve what we are doing. These are the literally gap to be filled still if we are in a 21st era century. Yeah, if you go with some smart farming, you need to design somewhat a controlled environment such that you can have some sustainable cropping by using some artificial intelligence where the human interference will be very nil. And mainly in farming, we need to control some crucial parameters like water supply, soil moisture, soil pH, and humidity. That's what happened in the plantation of arecanut. There are so many people who are planted the arecanut in the dry areas. Almost 40% of the plants are dried out because of these huge climatical variations. And here also I'm telling again, I'm not deep into the coding and all, technology and all, just I'm outlining actually. If you go with any technology, there are certain requirements to achieve. What is that first one? We need to have some automation and remote monitoring always. Why? Because if you take any village as an example, they are not well versed with what power supply, because right now the load shedding is going on because due to the unavailability of water or the raw material for the thermal power plants. In that case, the farmer will not be able to go for the farming for every time irrigation. We need to have some mechanism. We, the engineers, must become first farmers. Then only we can understand their problems. Then only we can give suitable solution for them. We need to have all the things with respect to automation and remote monitoring, and we need to deploy multi-sensor operations, because with the help of one or two, I cannot sustain my technology. I need to have some coordination among the multi-sensors. And we need to have some precision and targeted approach. Always when I'm deciding or designing some particular projects, it should have some precision and targeted approach so that it can reach some certain amount of above clarity levels. Sustainable cropping. Here, I need to guide the farmer by using my technology or by forecasting, weather forecasting mechanisms. Today, insurances are also given by using weather monitoring systems. Now, integration of data analytics and AI. This is the biggest thing, because I need to scan the data in a real-time manner. I cannot vibrate with respect to hourly basis, because some crops or some horticulture crops need hourly monitoring actually. If you see in the areas of some neighborings of Bangalore, that too especially nearby T. Beguru and all, they are worrying about hourly basis climates. When I went over them, they used to tell me actually, if the climate vary for half an hour or 1 hour, there will be change in the color for the capsicum, which is going to degrade the quality of capsicum from 1 to 2, 2 to 3 like that. And they're going to get some huge losses. Now, real-time data collection. Anyway, I can have some sensors to collect the real-time data, but the problem is where to store. That is the problem actually. I have huge clouds also, but we need to pay that one. We need to pay for that. Here I'm generalizing my block diagram. If you want to design any sort of smart farming or any sort of smart system, this is the block diagram I've taken. This one I have taken greenhouse as my area of interest where I'm cultivating. Here, the parameters I told I have limited to 4, like water, irrigation, pH, soil moisture, and temperature. So that will be taken out or censored by the particular sensors. There are numerous sensors based from different companies. You can take the cost-effective sensors that will be given to controller, or you can take, if not, Node MCU, where you can have built-in Wi-Fi. So where you can send that to particular cloud so that it gets stored over there. And also by using some machine learning algorithms like XGBoost, you can control automatically if some change in temperature, you can switch on the fans, or if more cold is there, you can switch off the fan, or you can switch on the heating bulb. This is a simple basic electronics I have given here. To implement any sort of smart systems, this is the basic general diagram you need to go with. And in order to parameterize, you need to parameterize means you need to go with the precision algorithms. Precision algorithms means you need to fine tune the machine learning algorithms so that the intelligence levels or the precision level what you are giving to the farmers will be increased. In my case study, what I've taken actually, so if I keep on telling the theory, the farmer will not listen to me. So they were telling the same thing. Because I was tied with the Babur Agriculture University was there. There are many professors who are known to me. They used to tell. So because those people doesn't know what is the meaning of RLC, then how can they decide to design? So they used to tell. So we are unaware of engineering. So the thing is, we can learn the farming, but the farmers or the agriculture university professors will not learn the engineering. In this particular thing, I designed an MIT app. This is a very freely available apps actually. Why I shown this one means, if I show these to diploma students, they will be very fascinated. If they want to create some app, after creating that one, they will be having fascinated to show to somebody that I created app. It is going to monitor some parameters. Here I listed some 4: soil moisture, temperature, humidity, pH value. It can be seen with your mobile phone filled in your packet itself. Why I have shown this one? Because if you motivate the students to develop certain apps, today developing app is in child's play. So if you implement that to the smart farming techniques, why I've taken the smart farming technique means it is the world's largest employment industry. If I take agriculture as an industry, it is the world's largest employment industry. Around 46% of the world's population is engaged in the industry. Out of that, 60 to 80% of the crop yield is produced from the women. That to women. So that's why my concern is to leverage the labor cost of the women. We need to give some much more technology to the farmers. This is what, if you motivate the students, at least they will take care of the real-time projects in their campuses. So to prove that one, what I did, I have taken capsicum as my plantation area, and I shown the farmers, and we have given some demos to the farmers also on the weekly basis. In that one, some results and discussions, this has been given in ThinkSpeak. The person who is sitting anywhere in the world can see in his own ThinkSpeak login screens. This was because if I keep on telling, they will not listen. I need to compare, because we are much interested in comparison rather than building. So in this comparison, I've taken normal to my work. So in the normal conditions where it is unsupervised, if you go with that one, the amount of water required was 3 million liters per hectare. This is a probabilistic reality I've taken by taking for 10 square meter I've taken, and I multiplied with respect to exponential in the probabilistic manner. In my work, it has been reduced to 2.7 billion liters. That means we saved almost 3 lakh rupees, 3 lakh liters of water. If you sell for 3 rupees also, you can get 9 lakh rupees per annum. And also by average yield method, what we got from the horticulture department, the average yield of that capsicum was 30 to 40 ton per hectare in the normal unsupervised condition. In our condition, we got actually in the single cutting itself, that will be given in terms of the cuttings, you can get up to 6 cuttings. In my first to third cutting itself, we got around some 50 to 60 ton average per hectare. So that almost 60 to 70% of the yield has been increased by adopting the technologies. Again, I'm telling, I'm not much into this technical area. I'm not into coding right now. Just I'm generalizing or motivating how the technology is going to benefit the farmers, and how we can motivate the farmers by educating our students actually. If one student is going to nurture the circular environment, that's more than enough that it will be growing up in an exponential manner. And now, in the another comparison I shown to the farmers, the number of weeks it took for a normal plant is 1 to 2 weeks. It used to grow for 10.1 centimeter, but in our case, it gone 3 centimeter above. And in the 2 to 3rd week, it got to grow up to 12.8 centimeter, but in our cases, it has been 13 centimeter. And also it has been collaborated with the Horticulture Department of Karnataka, and even they certified also in front of them. Actually, the farmers appreciated. Why? Because not for the technology, there is a huge technology behind that one, but they don't know how to implement there in the real time. That's what we are lagging. Everything is there on the paper, everything is there on publications, but nobody is interested to adopt in the locality or in the field or in the area what we are living. In the results and discussions, if you go with another out of the smart systems, you may get what around some 10 lakh rupees. I'm just generalizing actually per acre. If you grow capsicum as a plant, so if you are growing in a smart systems or in a controlled environment, really your income will be boosted up to 18 lakh rupees. Around 80% of the income will be boosted up. Without that too, without your mental peace, and you can start one more entrepreneurship other than agriculture also. If you see the results here, this I have given the labor cost actually around for single cutting I used to get 50,000 rupees. I listen from people from surrounding the Bangalore people. They used to tell me for single cutting they used to get 50,000 rupees as a labor cost. In our case, if I calculate just what again a probabilistic in a multiplication manner taken, it reduced around 15,000 rupees per cutting. So why I'm saying technology is boon or bane, both it can be happen. If you take it as boon, it will be boon. If you take it as bane, it is again a bane. So if you take and guide in a particular good manner, at least you can appreciate the fruit of the technology. Now, everybody is fascinated about the WhatsApp again because around $1 billion downloads has been taken place in the WhatsApp. So what I did, I went on to design one WhatsApp chatbot so that the farmer will be getting the messages regarding his soil moisture, temperature, humidity, pH value. You can create numerous sensors. You can train to touch with numerous sensors. You can give him numerous sensor messages, not an issue. Why I have given WhatsApp chatbot means because everybody is curious to see new messages in the WhatsApp bot. If I get some ping message, I am very curious to see the message what I'm getting. So if any variations happens, so the farmer can get an alert such that this is happening. At least for his curiosity, he can go to the field. Not an issue. He need not to go. Anyway, the controlling will be automated by using the smart sensors. Anyway, for his curiosity, I have given one WhatsApp chatbot for him. So let him go there and he can visit the field, how which parameter has gone high, the above level, and how it has been brought down, any damage happened to crops or not like that. And if you invest more, you can have some machine vision technology is also there. In my one more work, I have given machine vision also, but it was a bit costlier. It was not appreciated by the farmers because for that particular spot, I told right, in India, we get only 0.6 acre of land per head. I need to design whatever the thing by keeping in lieu of the farmer who get 0.6 acre of land rather than the person who got 80 to 90 acre of land, because a 0.6 acre of land person can afford only up to his range. I need to have designs such that that will be proportionate to his income only. So I've given that one WhatsApp chatbot so that the farmer will be curious to see any alert messages happen to him. This is a pattern where they get, this is a notification center. If the alert goes above the level, that will be decided by me. That input has been given by the horticulture department for my particular capsicum. They told this is the normal level for this one, this is the below normal. So everything has been designed in the code. Everything has been decided in the code. If it goes above normal level, it used to go to the farmers in the manner of WhatsApp chatbot. Or if he is more tech savvy or tech pro, he can visit his ThinkSpeak screen. He can get information over there. Or I have given one more MIT app also for him. If he install that one, he can visit the status of his farming in his mobile. If not directly without any inclusions, the message will be given to WhatsApp chatbot. By his curiosity, you can visit his field, or by using some pro sensors or some motion sensors, he can avoid the intrusion of the animals even. And by using some live webcasting cameras, he can get to know. But this is an higher end version. I cannot suggest this to the farmer or my diploma student fraternity because many are from rural areas. We need to give technology such that it is very affordable. Even though we are in what I told already. Already technology has reached its limit. Only we are fine-tuning because all the inventions, what is required has happened in the 1960s only. No more inventions are taking place. Right now we are fine-tuning only. But still, there are some future works required. Why? Because we are running on what? Still electricity. I'm really against electricity because I know the pathos of thermal power plant working people, how the lifestyle of thermal power plant people who are working over there, and as well as coal digging, because the main raw material is coal. If you see some YouTube videos, what is the pathetic life of coal, the people who are mining the coal, you can get to see. Really, so that's why I'm preferring to go with the alternate solar energies. any engineer who is going or designing any sort of work, you need to have some alternate energy for the electricity in terms of any renewable source of energies. And one more thing, when I see into the field, when I get into the field, there is a huge problem with respect to some crops. If you see some coconut or some bigger plants, it's not an issue because the root was very deeper. It can get absorb the water from surrounding 2 to 3 meters, not an issue. But if I go with some horticulture crops where the 360-degree rotation of the 360-degree cultivation or in terms of irrigation is required, where the water should be absorbed from all the 360-degree sides. But here what happens, if I have some slopes or terrain systems, the uniform irrigation systems will not be work. Hence I need to have some sensors or I need to have some mechanism such that all the root spot of the plants will be having uniform irrigation or uniformly irrigated. And next one, we need to have IoT technologies into agriculture practice, and we see in one or the other newspapers a person dies because of the hazardous machines or some rotors which are very hazardous to what farmers because the handling is very difficult for them. If you automate, or might be the cost may be more, if you automate them, at least you can save a life of one farmer. If you save a life of one farmer, the whatever the technology you designed, it is going to get much more the value what you are expected. And now, tech-savvy farmers or education initiatives. Everybody knows the technology is there, but nobody is interested to adopt. Is there anybody in my fraternity, I'm asking, including myself, am I aware of the technology, what is there in industry? There is a huge technology in America, and what I told in Asia, what I say, Australia, a single person can maintain 200 acre of land. Why can't in India? It is because what we are having. So there is a misbelief. If you go with technology, the thing is what we have adopted to orthodox technologies from ancestors that might be vanished, or we are having the phobia that first that should be vanished. That can be done only with the education institutions like us. And I can suggest one more thing. Every week, half an hour or 1 hour, let me act as a consultancies to the farmers. Because why I'm taking the farmers as a fraternity, if you take some other industries, there are huge type of different categories of engineers already are there because they have capitalism. Anyway, whatever the technology we are implementing, it is not for Indians. It is only for what Western countries. If you go to some hotels, you are not allowed to eat idli or dosa with spoons. It is becoming what colonial rules again. So if you want to implement for Indians, you need to first guide them first. It is useful. That can be done only with institutions like GPTs or engineerings or some agriculture universities. They need to have weekly meetings from them. We need to get rid of the phobia what they're having to what adopt the technologies. Now, close network to be established, farmer to end market. What happening? I told in the beginning itself. Do you saw any farmer with tech in shirt or sir?
Hello. You are taking another 1 minute? The time
Yeah,
is
sir.
up.
I will wind up, sir, soon, sir.
Next speaker is waiting.
Yeah,
Okay.
please, sir. Please.
You
Sir.
wind up, take 1
Yes.
minute and
Yeah, I went up, sir. I conclude my speech. Actually, there is a huge opportunity for my students also, for my entrepreneur also, because there is a huge develop in the GDP as well in terms of agriculture products. Even spending in artificial intelligence and machine learning in terms of agriculture also increased from $4.3 billion to $15.3 billion with a cumulative growth of 26% actually. And there is a lot of opportunity for to become entrepreneurs in with respect to agriculture. These are the references I used to get this one. And also this work has been published in IEEE international conference actually, and has been given letter of appreciation from the Department of Horticulture. I hope due to shortage of time, so I'll wind up this one. This was the thing we did in lab. So at last, but not the least, I thank the people who are present over there and assisted me. That's all my speech will done. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rajshekar, sir. Thanks for the wonderful opportunity given.
Thank you, Rakesh. If anybody has a question, they can ask one question. Good question. Okay, nobody has raised their hand. Okay, thank you, Rakesh, for giving a wonderful talk on smart farming based on artificial intelligence.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Highlighted how technology can improve
yes,
agriculture lead. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, sir. Thanks, sir. Great help. Thank you.
So our today's next speaker is Mr. Magendra Kumar, a selection grade lecturer in electrical and electronics engineering, MEI Polytechnic, Bangalore. Today he will be speaking on development of laboratory infrastructure. Giving a brief introduction, Sri Magendra Kumar is working as selection grade lecturer in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, MEI Polytechnic, Bangalore. He is coordinator for Industry Institute Cell and arranged many MOUs. He has done his bachelor's degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from SSIT Tumkur. Prior to joining teaching profession in 1998, he worked in various industries for 4 years and gained a lot of practical experience. Recently, he has completed 25 years of teaching and training service. Worked at HOD level for six years. He's also involved in curriculum revision and was instrumental in introducing subjects like he has been resource person for various short-term training and workshops. He did the laboratories in in developing. Mr. Magendra,
Namaskar, sir.
but
Yes, sir. Can I start my presentation, sir? Can I start my presentation, sir? Sir, your mic is muted, sir.
please.
Okay, sir. Very good evening to all of you. There's a power cut in my. There's a power cut. I will start my presentation. Kindly bear with the signal problems. Just give me a few seconds to start my presentation.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is the presentation visible, sir?
No,
Hello?
sir, it's not visible.
Illa, sir, illa.
Go to present now icon, sir. There you can present entire screen. Then you can move to your slide screen. Hello, sir.
Hello, Magendra sir.
Sir, connect ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, but he is not responding.
ಹೌದಾ? ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್.
Magendra sir, screen is visible. Just move to slide screen.
Magendra sir, turn on your mic.
Sir, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇದ್ದಂಗಿದೆ.
ಹಾ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ಅವ್ರ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಅವರು ಮೈಕ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಮೈಕ್ ಆನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ,
ಹಾ.
ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದ್ 5 minutes ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಹಲೋ ಮಗೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ
ಸರ್, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ,
ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ? ಓಕೆ.
ಬಟ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ವಾಯ್ಸ್. ಅವರು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ಹಲೋ
ಈಗ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಸರ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ನೀವು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಮಗೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ
Sir, now I'm audible, sir.
ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್. ಎಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಆನ್. ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
Sir, am I audible now?
ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
Sir, am I audible?
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಯಾಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ವೀಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, a very good evening to all the participants. Kindly excuse me for the signal problem. The presentations, I think, is not. I think that is.
ಸರ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
I would call.
ಸರ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
Video off ಮಾಡಲಾ? Okay. One second. Okay, can I speak now?
Yes, speak.
Yes. Stop presenting. Okay. I would call this as integrated resource management. Integrated resource means, see, now once we know that we need to develop the laboratory, it could be the infrastructure or it could be the equipment. When we need some equipment in our laboratory for training the students, apart from the support what we get from the government, at our end, what it is possible, that is what I would like to share with you. So once we identify some project that can be done in our institute, the resources can be either the CSR fund from some companies, or it could be the alumni or alumni contacts. They are very great strength to us. Once we get in touch with the alumni or contacts through them, that is one possibility. Then we have the students projects. Then we have our classmates or friends who are now, maybe when we studied together, now they may be some good businessman or good industrialist. When we get in touch with them, we get a lot of support from them. So when we put all of them together, the student project work, the alumni contacts, and people like some Rotary Udyog, there are some Rotary Orchid, Rotary clubs who are willing to support the institute. When we ask something in the name of the student and the college, they are very kind to support such projects. So I would call this as the integrated resources. The students project put together with the alumni, with industries, and any Rotary club, anything like that. These sources combinedly, I call it as integrated resources. One such example, what I would like to share with you is, as an electrical department, we wanted a air circuit breaker. So I'm not talking about the small MCB at home. I'm talking about the industrial air circuit breaker, which is very costly. The breaker itself is something like 2 to 3 lakhs, and the control panel itself will cost us more than 4 lakhs or so. But we want it in our institute. So the first step is, when we want something honestly, as it is said, the universe conspires and make it happen. That what exactly happens. And 1,000 miles journey starts from a single step. Once the thought comes to your mind, what exactly you want, and when you start working on that, everything falls in its place automatically. This is a wonderful experience what I had while doing this air circuit breaker control panel trainer kit. So the process was, I got in touch with one of the alumni, one Mr. Raju, who works for ACE Manufacturing System in Pina. I just put a word to him. See, I want a circuit breaker. Do you have any circuit breaker which are scrapping, which are not using? So coincidentally, he told, sir, in coming month, I am replacing one circuit breaker as a part of maintenance. It is in working condition, but I'm going to replace it. I will let you know. So I was following up with month after month, and every time I used to ask him what has happened. So finally, you have to follow up. Once you talk and leave it, it does not happen. On following, one fine day, he told me, yes, sir, we have replaced, you can come and take. So I took a letter from my principal and then gave it to the company director. And after following up several times, I got that air circuit breaker, which is a working condition one. After bringing it, I don't know what to do with it. So we want somebody to help us to connect it and make it function. Again, I thought about it. I got in connection with one more alumni who was a DGM working for Avana Electro Systems in Pina. I requested him, sir, we have a air circuit breaker. We want to make a panel for it. Can you please help us? So he was kind enough to come visit. I was having all these pictures with me. Unfortunately, I could not show you the pictures. So you have to imagine yourself. Then he came to the institute. He met my students. He saw that circuit breaker. We tested it, and finally he made it work. The next step was to make a control panel for it. So again, I was thinking and searching for a resource, and I came across one more alumni, Mr. Anand, who happens to be the director of Adobe Metal Products. So I told him, sir, we want one control panel. I have the circuit breaker. Can you please do something? He was very kind enough to manufacture a shell, that is enclosure for the circuit breaker. If I had shown you the picture, you would have understood better. But I'm talking about, there is one air circuit breaker. We want a housing for that. So Mr. Anand was kind enough to extend his support in designing one enclosure for it. And then finally, now we have the enclosure, then we have the air circuit breaker. Now we want the components. So again, I was searching who could support us. So I came in contact with one Mr. Shivram, who happens to be director in one relay manufacturing company. These are all electrical terms I'm using. I think the other department can correlate what I'm telling. So this Mr. Sriram, when I told him, sir, like this student's project, we want some components. So he was kind enough to donate all the meters, wires, everything free of cost. So all the resources was arranged free of cost. The only work we have to do is get the students and put them in the work. And then we started to do the wiring. And Mr. Manjunath, the other person who supported us, he came to our college every day. He explained all the drawings to our students. Then we wired it up. And finally, in that particular academic year, through students' project work and integrated resources, I was able to make one air circuit breaker control panel trainer kit. So this is one example of to prove that when there is a will, definitely there is a way. So one good thought, one honest requirement, if you put in mind, and definitely automatically it happens. It is all only matter of time. So this is what I want to share with you. Thank you so much for listening. I extend my thanks to Rajsekhar sir and also Joint Director CDC for giving me this opportunity by acknowledging my works. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Magendra sir. Actually, yes, I can understand you have a power issue at your end and very poor signal that you could not share the pictures. But still, we could really imagine like
if
what
there is
the
time, maybe
your
if
yeah
there,
yes
if there is time, I can maybe try again, sir. If there is time, I can try to share, sir.
Oh no. Okay. No, it's already nearing 7. Um, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll see next time, sir. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for your
Okay,
time
sir.
with
Thank you
us.
very much, sir.
If anybody has any question, you can ask.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir Magendra. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So we have come to the end of today's lecture series 6. So I thank one
If
and
you can,
all for attending.
sir,
Yes.
if it's visible, I'll quickly
tell me,
just. Is it visible, sir? Sharing PPT?
No, it is not visible.
Oh, okay, sir.
It's not
It's
visible.
visible, sir.
Visible, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ?
Ah. Visible ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, sir.
I will anyway. Just give me 2 minutes. I will quickly show you some picture about what I was talking. Kindly bear with me. Just 2 minutes, not more than that.
Okay.
So this was the concept that as individual, what we can do about setting up or developing the laboratory. So these are the resources what I told you: CSR fund, alumni contacts, Rotary Udyog, friend, college mates, students, projects like that. This is one Mr. Jaishankar, who's president of Rotary Udyog. He was happened to my neighbor. See, we should always try to talk to somebody and suddenly we get some contact. So when I talked to him, he was
First
able
slide
to
is-
help me.
You should move through the slides, sir.
It's not moving?
No, sir. We are able to see first slide. Only
Okay.
first slide is.
Now?
No, sir. No.
1 second. Now? Not moving?
ಇಲ್ಲ sir, ಇಲ್ಲ.
No, sir. First slide, development of laboratory infrastructure. Only that slide.
Okay, I think it's taking time to load.
ಹೌದು.
So actually it is showing present. It is showing it as presenting.
Yeah.
But slides are not moving.
Okay, sir. Magendra sir. Now
Yes, sir.
it is showing.
Okay, sir.
LT panel wiring trainer.
Yes, sir. So this is Rotary Udyog. Through this contact, to this person, Mr. Jaishankar, I got the contact. He was able to, you can see the label there, Rotary Udyog. This is LT wiring trainer panel costing about 60,000 and above. So we do wiring exercise on this. Again, through his contact, one more project, they funded us. I got this pneumatic trainer kit. This is also worth something like more than 60,000-70,000 market price. They were able to support it through students project. And this is one Arpita Export civil contractor. Just by some contact, we happened to meet him. He was kind enough to donate tiles for the entire lab. About 14,000 square feet tiles he donated. He has donated cement adhesives also. And then you can see this was our classroom before tiling work. And after this, you can see beautifully tiling was done. And you can see even this another classmate supported me. We renovated our staff room. You can see the partition, which was done at the cost of about 50,000 plus. All this by just one single thought. We want something, it has to happen. Somebody contact somebody says yes, like that it goes on. So this is one air circuit breaker, what I was talking about. This panel will cost about 4 lakhs rupees. But we everything we got done free through sponsorship. See, this is the person, one Mr. Raju, the other person Gopi. They are my students 20 years back. So I went and met them in their company. Then Mr. Raju donated me this air circuit breaker. This costs about 3 lakhs rupees in the market, but this was used one, but it was for working condition. After bringing this, now I have to get it work. So I contacted Mr. Manjunath. He's a DGM. He's also alumni of MA Polytechnic. I took my college chairman with me to show this one. I needed college support also. So Mr. Manjunath agreed. Then we signed the MOU for student training. And then after that, he visited our college. He tested our air circuit breaker for working condition. Then he explained our students how it works. So he has spent a lot of time. And then this is Mr. Anand, whom I told agreed for donating the components as well as the panel, the metal enclosure. He did it for me. And then in his factory, you can see on the left side, you can see that without painting, that panel is there. Then they helped us to.
Not visible, sir.
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ LT ಪ್ಯಾನೆಲ್ ವೈರಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್.
ಅವಾಗಿಂದ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಈಗ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಇವರು ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಸರ್?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
ಈಗ 2 ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಇದು ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಥ್ರೂ ರೋಟರಿ ಇವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದೀವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ರೂಮ್ ರಿನೋವೇಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದೀವಿ. ಅದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಏರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕರ್. ಇದೇ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ಇದು ಒಂದು 4 lakhs rupees ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು 4 lakhs rupees ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವ್ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಾಜು ಅಂತ, ಇದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಗೊತ್ತೈತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಈಗ? ಹಲೋ,
ಫೋಟೋ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಈ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜು ಅಂತ, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ರಾಜು ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರು. ಅವರು ಒಂದು 20 years ಬಿಫೋರ್ ನಮ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಏರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕರ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹಳೇದಿದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ he was kind enough to donate that circuit breaker. ಇದನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಇದನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅನ್ನೋರ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿ, ಇವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಈ ತರ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಒಂದು MOU ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಫೋಟೋಸ್?
ಹೌದು ಹೌದು,
ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ಒಂದು 2 ಸ್ಲೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು MOU ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಅಪರಿಚಿತರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಆಧಾರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ MOU ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆದು ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು MOU ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. MOU ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರು. ಆ ಏರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕರ್ ನ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಟ್ರು, ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆನಂದ್ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿ, ಆ ಪ್ಯಾನೆಲ್ಗೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಸರೀಸ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದ್ರ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಂತ.
ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ
ಸರ್, ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಆಗೋಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ 2 slides. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು, ಇವರು ಈ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ, ಈ ಪ್ಯಾನೆಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ತಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಆ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅವರು DGM ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಗರು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ನೋಡಿ, ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಯಾವ ಪಾಲಿಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಇರಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ಸ್ ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ಫೈನಲ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಒಂದು 25 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ವುಡನ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಸರ್?
ಹೌದು ಹೌದು.
ಜಸ್ಟ್ 2 minutes ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ PPT ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ತರ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಟಲ್ ನಾಬ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಬಹಳ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಈ ತರ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದೀವಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು 5 ವರ್ಷ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡರ್ನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ತಂದಿವಿ. ಇದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಬೆಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಹಳ ಇದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂತು. ಇದು ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂತು. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ತರ ಇತ್ತು ಮಿಷಿನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್. ಮೊದಲು ಈ ತರ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ ಮಿಷಿನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ತರ ಇತ್ತು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಮನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಹೀಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಹೀಗೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಹುಡುಗನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಕಡೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಸಮವ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ದಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ ನನಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್, ಒಂದು 1000 ಮೈಲ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್, 1000 ಮೈಲ್ಸ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಂತ. ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯಾರಿಂದ ಏನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನೀಸ್, ರೋಟರಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ತಂದಾಗ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲು ವೇರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ವಿಲ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವೇ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ
ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ.
ಓಕೆ. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಹಲೋ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all, for joining this lecture series 6. I thank the Principal Secretary for providing such a wonderful platform to share the best practices. I thank one and all from on behalf of the Department of Technical Education. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.